The state was on the road to realize its potential during Segun Oni's governance. I'll say this was sense of
What about
responsibility.
during Fayemi's first term?
During Fayemi's first term, the first error that occurred and which has put Ekiti in trouble was the 25 billion naira bond that Fayemi went to take.
Why
What?
do you say? Why do you say that?
It was an error because, okay, at the end of the day, what did he do with the money? Ekiti is now in debt.
There are projects, because you can't take a bond without specific projects being listed as the reason for this bond. For instance, the Ekiti Pavilion is one of those. The civic center is one of those. There are projects, and there are road projects as
You see,
well.
there is a difference between what is nice to have and what is economic imperative. If you take loan to go for nice to have projects, you are putting the state in trouble. Look, fancy, all that are not what the people need. The primary elements of survival, the basic elements of survival are still crucial to the average of a Ekiti person. There are no good roads. The roads became bad. You recall the rain that has been falling in recent times. How much damage is it to the roads? If you are going from here to from Akure, you go through. Look at the way you can't go to Ekiti anyway through Igbara, Iju, another and the Ikere road because it's very bad. Now, I would like, regardless of whether it is federal road or state road, whatever, at least these two governors should have fixed the road. But if you decide to go through Igbara, okay, Igbara, Odo,
Ilawe.
get to Elawe. The road that was finished 2 years ago, get there, you can see that it's almost collapsing.
That mini culvert.
When you're about to begin the ascent of
Yes.
that thing, you see what happens there. Now, when you take loan, a bond, you want to do projects, what is the return on investment of the Ekiti Governor's Lodge on Okeayoba? What is the return on investment so far on the pavilion? What is the return on investment so far on the civic center? You measure return on investment by saying this is how much I spent, this is how much income I've generated. What has been the income? Have these projects promoted tourism? No. How many tourists can come and say they want to go to Kayoba and get there free? Nobody. The question then is what has been the economic value of this project to the average Ekiti person? That is the question we must ask. You must ask ourselves. On the other hand, when Oni was in government, he constructed so many roads, built so many houses, did so much for education, did so much for health. Yet he did not take a single one kobo loan,
Not even from local banks.
not from local banks. He left governance, only left governance in October, on October 15, 2010, without owing anybody. That is a fact. I went to DMO just to check again. The
The
debt
debt
management
management
office in
office, yes.
Abuja to collect the details of Ekiti debt from 2006 to 2021. What I found that will surprise you, that our debt as domestic and external are both gone up astronomically. They started the ascent when they took over from Euni. They started going up, but they even went more higher up when Fayose took over. Okay, to the credit of Kayode Fayemi, he has offset about 5% of the domestic debt. He has paid it off, but it's still very high. But the external debt has gone even much higher under his administration. But the offset that he made, I can tell you now that I'm hearing stories now. I don't have the concrete evidence to show that, and I hate to do speculation. But it is being said, we shall find out soon. It is being said that he has taken additional 12 billion naira loan to offset pension and other things like that. You see, you don't take loan for consumption. You take loan for investment so that you can have some return with which you are then going to meet your consumption needs. That's a basic economic principle that anybody who wants to lead in governance must know. And that is not what we are seeing happening under these two people, Fayose, Fayemi.